Good people. Good fucking people. Hello, how are you? Normally I might start off with an oh yes and all that good shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't fucking feel like it. Alright? Just be honest with you. I don't even feel like all that extra shit for the intro today, dog. It's hot as shit outside. Alright. But for the good people out there, I can't even fully raise my glass all the way because my pits is fucked up.
Crazy.
Because of the sweat from walking
crazy
to get here. All right, so no, my joint gray and it's dark gray up under them pits, dog.
Like he being interrogated by the police or something. It's crazy.
Listen, man, summertime happens, I perspire. So
how he sitting with his arms? He got his elbows tucked.
Exactly. I can't do too much moving. So if you didn't know, I'm in here with the assholes. And by the way, it's the ringleader. Sleeves.
It's like that raise your arms if you're sure.
Right?
You remember that?
Yeah, sure. I won't be. I surely won't be doing shit. As you can see, back in the kitchen with this asshole. Stop the militant one, of course, aka Brother Byron. Normally, I give you a full righteous, joint. You get the small joint right now. You know what I'm saying, for my man. Dread on the lens.
What up, though?
Episode 98 fucking begins. What's up? And as I started it off, it's hot as shit outside. I don't know where you're at in the world or in the country, but yeah. East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. Yeah. AC. 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 You understand what I'm telling you? That's all it's about right now, Jack. Water, ice, pools, beaches, AC. Get the F away from me. Please. 15 feet in this type of heat. All right? Real rap, dog.
Stay rhyming, though.
15 feet. Bars. And you at least 15 feet. Oh, man. You were talking about the young boys. And it's funny because I've been made my position clear. I'll call the cops on them. I don't have time for for none of the nonsense.
Calling the police.
Yeah, they are wilding too much, man.
I'm absolutely like, John with the
and and it's funny because I don't know what it is about my house, but I've had on 2 separate occasions, I've had some women come and ring my bell asking for help at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Serious?
Yeah, straight up. Yep, straight up.
That's crazy.
And I do have a wreath that says welcome. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess it's inviting or whatever.
Yeah.
But each occasion, man, somebody's been after them. You know what I mean?
Dead ass.
I'm not lying. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Somebody's been like chasing them or something like that. At least that's the story. That's what I hear over the ring. You know what I mean? Like I don't go down, answer the door.
You just be talking to
them come on. I'm not stupid.
Listen, that's the setup too.
That's what I'm saying. Like damsel in distress. Let me go down there.
Yeah,
come on in, and somebody else kick the door in behind her.
Up in the bed with me, my wife, dog. I'm sorry.
Home invasion.
Call 911. Why is you knocking on my door?
Come down the steps with the shotgun.
Yeah, right. I'm on. Yeah. Come on in, and they buzzing. Everybody on the floor.
Yeah, no.
Like, I ain't trying to go through all that. No, so I'll straight call the police, and you know what I mean. Anyways, tell them, and it's when you call 911 and tell them what's going on, they'll straight tell you too. Don't let them in. Don't go down. Don't answer the door. Don't do none of that. We got somebody on the way.
Yeah.
So on more than one occasion, I've had to call the police to have somebody come out and check on them and escort them to wherever it is they had to go. And the last one that happened, it was some young girls, and I think they were fighting over a boyfriend or something like that. And then the girlfriend and the boyfriend were chasing this other girl. So she came down to my house and rang my bell. And then I told them through the window, I was like, yeah, I called the cops. You know what I mean? So whatever, you be all right. But then the couple came down, they started yelling and fighting all in front of my house. And I had to cuss them out through the window. Like, move that noise. Like, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But then the cops showed up and talked to the girl and escorted her wherever it is that she got to go. But yeah, man, these days, the younger generation right now, but they always been wilding. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like they,
crazy.
Yeah, it's on.
I'm not going to go out here and say like it's a different. It's just more in our face for real. We had our moments of wilding. Like every young generation is going wild out. The difference now is the fact of the gunplay.
It's the social media too.
I mean, social media, but it's the fact of the gunplay, dog.
No, the gunplay has always been there.
But not how... No,
but
bro, we never had... I'm just going to say this. We came up with revolvers and little Glock 9s and maybe a Tech 9 or something like that. Niggas didn't have handguns that have the capability of shooting 50 to 100 rounds in 30, 40 seconds, dog. Like, that wasn't, sticks wasn't, bro. 90 to 90, stop. Cut it out.
No.
We
Okay,
grew up
okay,
off the movie
okay.
Straps.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? She
yeah.
alright, I'm alright. Those was Tech 9s, nigga. They wasn't sticks on not.
Nah, when you say revolvers, that's more some 70s, early 80s type stuff. By the time you get into the 90s, people had semi-automatic, the 9
Not
millimeters.
handguns with them
Yes,
joints.
yes, 40 calibers, 45s, 9 millimeters, Mac 10s, Uzis, Mac 9,
With
Mac
the switches on
11s.
them.
Well, I mean, you didn't.
This is what I'm talking about. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not disrespecting
Okay, so
that.
no, I hear you. No, we
It-
didn't. Switches are new technology. We did not have
And
switches
that's a
at the
big
time.
difference, Mustafa. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
but
We
you
had
still
automatic
had
weapons,
these semi-automatic weapons with large capacity magazines.
but you had semi-automatic. You didn't have handguns, my nigga. A handgun
But it
where a
isn't.
nigga could pull out a joint and let off 100 joints in less than a minute. Just damn, that was the whole, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, that's the whole clip, my guy. You win. Like, listen. Back in the day, I get exactly what you're saying. If a nigga pulled out anything, I was shook. But if a nigga pulled out a Tech 9, what you talking
You're
about?
like anything. Oh damn, he bout it. Like,
Yeah,
no matter
but
what he
yeah,
got.
I'm saying, we talking about the AK era, like all these type of joints, you know, because you handle your business with your guns or whatever like that. So I'm not disputing you on certain types of guns. What I'm saying is the big joints, they stood out like, oh shit, nigga, I'm cool. Like, all right, no. You remember cats used to be posing with the AKs, the whole nine? No, dog, you don't got to do that now.
Yeah,
Niggas got the handgun and like got the joint ski,
The little switch
and it's
on
like,
it.
yeah, go
It turns
ahead.
it into like a fully automatic.
Yes. Do I need to hit the switch on you?
Yeah.
No, you got it, young boy. All right.
I know it's just it's really just a point and pray and spray for them because they don't have no training, whatever.
At
They just be
all.
all over the place. But also, I say, and it's going to tie into another topic we're going to talk about, is the social media aspect of it because they see it on social media. The kids are dumb. They go and they post pictures of them posing with the guns. Everybody wants to have a gun now.
Drill
you know what I mean?
music,
A
all that
gun
shit,
and a
dog.
shiesty or whatever, and the music, and you know, it's cool and it's just, you know. So now you got all these, and it's right now we have so many guns on the street. Guns are so accessible right now. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So everybody and their mom has these guns, and it's easy for these guns to fall into the hands of other kids or whatever. And like I said, it's cool. I can't say it's cool because guns have always had a certain coolness to them. But social media makes it more desirable, I believe, for these young kids now to want to have these guns, especially these young men. You know what I mean? To walk around with the gun in your pants, to be able to pull it out, a group of y'all, and
Yeah,
pose
real-
for your live, and
yeah, real
everybody's
blatant with
pointing
this.
guns or
But
something
I
like
feel
that.
like this, but I'll come in and say this. I feel like regardless, I feel like take the social out.
Okay.
Media, period,
Mhm.
is always has been and has promoted this. Like when we go back, now I'm taking it back, but fuck it, this real quick. Like I remember it was back in the day. We all grew up, 80s babies, born in, raised in the 90s. 80s, late 80s, going into the 90s. What was hip hop like? Just think about the culture. Like it was like, Black Power, the medallions, you know what I'm saying? Like awareness, all this, that, and the third. Then a switch happened after that NWA shit. And then it's like, all right, we fine with the gangster rap with like they was doing what they was doing, but why is that everything that's pushed now? Like it just went to that direction, and your Brand Nubians, your Queen Latifahs, all these, different type of groups that had messages and things of that
They
nature.
kind of fell off.
They all ain't fall off.
No.
You pushed
Pushed
out.
off.
Pushed out,
And now
yeah.
we pushing in because like they said, the media conglomerates made moves with the jail niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know the business of that. So now we create music that glorifies violence, have our women out here looking crazy, doing all this, that, and the third. And you want to be, what do everybody want to be? Everybody want the biggest chain. Everybody want the biggest crib, the biggest whip, all this, that, and the third.
The
Because,
biggest gun.
you know what I'm saying? Because the drug dealer and the boy like this got it. And this, that, and the third. It started that whole thing. So I just think social, now once you go in the social part of it,
Yeah.
that just directly just hit like to the core. Now we going directly at you.
Oh, yeah.
little
Oh, yeah.
niggas.
Because
Like, you know
now
what I'm saying?
individuals have fan bases that are thousands of followers. You know what I mean? So if I'm beefing with you on social media,
My crew is beefing against you. My father
Right,
is
right.
beefing against you.
And if we all got guns in my life, talking about how we not
course-
messing with
Of
you,
course, they gonna have all guns in their lives.
they got to get
Same
guns to have in
shit.
their life. So now all these young boys is out in the street with these guns because they feel like they have to.
Right.
And then
You know
when
what I
I
mean?
hear that he on Masher and baiting, oh yeah, I'm pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Gonna
it's
slide
just
on
like-
him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's crazy, but that's the social media effect. I really believe if you would have taken if we didn't have it, you wouldn't have this proliferation of these
I
guns with
disagree.
these guns. Not to the same level it is right now. I don't think so.
I disagree
don't think
because
so.
I say this: it doesn't matter if it's just social media. Is
You
just
wouldn't have
more-
as many beefs. I don't feel like.
Yeah, you would because they would just take it to the music. It would be like, oh, you just like how.
But it still is in the music now.
That's what I'm saying. But now you have other
But
people
get
who
where I'm
aren't even
going, but get where
affiliated.
I'm
Just
going with that. Just like think about
Got a whole
dog. Think
genre.
about how much.
You got a whole genre of music now, drill music. That's all
So
about
walk
that.
with what
Yeah.
I'm saying. If you drill music would still be effective with or without social media, is what I'm saying. Because these young boys would be listening to this drill music.
consider the
You know what I'm saying? Still be on that
I
type
kind of
time.
think it's hand in hand with that shit.
But consider the instigator factor with
Mhm.
social media. Like right now, if me and Tommy got a beef, maybe you instigate the beef. But once it gets on the social media, we got hundreds, maybe
thousands,
instigating it.
millions
You know
of
what I
people
mean?
Could be instigating
Making
this beef.
comments under the page. Now I
Right.
feel like a sucker unless I do something. You know what I
But
mean?
that
So-
just went from. But you just went from social to how it used to be back in the day. It used
but
to
you
be
never had
niggas-
that many people.
Oh,
It's
dog.
It
different.
doesn't matter if it was that many people. You still had
does.
the same. Dog, you still had the same people beefing. You always gonna have motherfuckers that follow, and then you're gonna have people that be like, damn, they wilding, but I ain't really getting involved with that. That's social media or not. But once you add in the aspect of the fact that it's just a dick-eating society, regardless if it's a social media
No,
or
but I
not.
think I don't mean to cut you off, but what Stop is saying is like, let's say we in this circle around, it's us three right here. If me and Stop is beating and you're instigating or whatever,
Yeah.
yeah, something might happen. We might box or whatever, but it stops right there. You know what I'm saying?
Or we might ignore you because it's just you.
Right.
But when it's 50 people, 100
But
people
if I go on the
instigating, and then
phone
it's
and I
like,
start talking shit if I could pick my phone up and call niggas and be talking shit about this nigga, it's like the same thing to me. I get social media is crazy because it's directly in you, but niggas still was like, I'm just sorry. Cats was beefing over dumb shit from back when we was growing up, and it didn't take much for somebody to get shot over some dumb shit.
No, you're right about
Social
that.
media just has made it a bigger
Yeah.
accessible thing for
Because
followers,
now-
but it's still going. I feel like that shit still would be there, dog, because the media still, at the end of the day, whether it be social or not, it's going to come through music, movies, like this, whatever the fuck they could do, like, you know what I'm saying, to pretty much push that violence out there for niggas, and niggas fall prey to it because at the same time too, they getting instigated and they getting hyped up because of what these young boys be high as shit, bro.
Mhm.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that also helps with all this extra shit. You get what I mean? So regardless of you're right. The social media shit enhances it, but this nigga still gonna be high. If he was on the fucking phone talking grease and wanted to
Right.
still go off and pop off and try to
Right.
shoot
That's
you,
true,
he
too.
would. And it might not. Where social media might take thousands of people to be hyping it up and saying it in the joint. Oh, you know, back in the day, all you needed was one bitch or somebody else to be saying like, "Nah, you gonna let him?" You know what I'm saying? Really? You gonna let him do that? And you on? Oh no, I'm pulling up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, your
I'm-
point is correct, though.
you know
I
what
do
I mean?
agree with your point, but I'm just saying, I guess I'm thinking like stuff like it just be amplified even more because now
And we're all
now
on
that
the
every-
same
yeah.
page.
Make it harder to walk away.
I'm not disagreeing with y'all. I'm just saying like social media has enhanced it, but what I'm saying is the problem still to me, I guess my argument is, it's not even argument. My point is that it still pertains to media, period. How
oh
the
yeah,
media
oh yeah.
pushes this shit, and whether it be socially or whatever, you get what I'm saying? How
No,
you
no,
break
no,
it
no.
down? It's the media that be doing this shit.
So sidebar real quick. I don't know if y'all ever watched a show called American Gods.
no.
All right. So I used to watch American Gods. It's off now, but it was a great show. And it's basically about the new gods versus the old gods, right? So
Right.
you might have had your old gods like Odin,
Apollo and niggas
Vishnu,
like that.
yeah, Apollo, all those guys, right? So now they're up against the new gods who are like technology, and the most powerful new god, and actually the most powerful god of all now, is media.
Media,
Media.
Exactly.
That's crazy. You know what I mean? It's wild. Like it controls everything, shapes all type of opinion. Yeah, run up. I knew there was gonna be trouble.
Dog, no, like
I got 2 new kittens there here. We're causing the problem.
I mean, the problem is the kitten's gonna be
Being-
kittening.
being
dog.
kittens.
You know
Fucking
what I'm
with the
saying? That's
equipment,
all.
the wires and shit.
That's fun to them. They babies too, so they fucking with that shit. That's what you get.
Yeah.
You get real live shit in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, you're right. The media shit is the biggest thing, and that's one of the biggest things that they use to, you know what I'm saying, put their shit out there. So that's why it's up to us to just try to be wise and how we go about this shit.
But we was also talking earlier too about how social media has messed up the club scene. You talking about you were saying it has bottle service.
no, I was talking about like
Oh, that was it.
ever
What you saying?
since
You saw sleeves.
yeah, basically, you know, it was I forgot who podcast it was, but I think it might have been Earn Your Leisure when they had B Cox on there, and they was talking about shout out to them, and he was saying like how the bottle culture ruined the club scene because it did. Because we used to go in the clubs in the '90s, you went to the club and you party. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a dance floor, everybody
Right.
in there. You might have an area over with some people, but it wasn't like cut off. Like you get what I'm saying? They just might be higher up. Like they paid for that little VIP joint, they just might be higher up, but they still in the mix with everybody. But now, once you got into the bottle service, it created the sections. And the sections, you go into a club, everything's sectioned off, and there's one little ass area for the dance floor.
Right.
Because for the most
A
part,
lot of these spots don't even have dance floors.
yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't been in a club in forever. I
Yeah,
couldn't
like
tell you.
you be some spots don't even have a dance floor like that. Some and it's just like all
It's all
these
about
booths.
vibes.
It's all these booths and things for hookah and bottles, and then it also took like the fun. Like you might go to the club,
You used to go to the club to dance though.
of course, but you might go to the club,
It's a
pay
dance
$15,
club.
$20 to get in, but you might pay another bean and change just having drinks, having fun or whatever. If you and your homies maybe want to go in on a bottle in the area or something, okay. But now once you get into the sections, it's already off top of minimum. Like, all right, for this section, it's 800 a stack, 3 bottle minimum. You get what I'm saying? like real talk. Like you get what I'm saying?
I
Off
mean,
rip.
the flip side was segueing into it goes back to social media again. You know what I mean? Because the cats just want to be in the club, just showing off and
Yeah.
taking
Posting front.
selfies and whatever.
I saw a video they were making
and
fun of.
making it rain and shit all crazy in the club just for social media.
There was some video on Twitter they were making fun of this woman because she was dancing in the club, just enjoying herself.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo.
Back in the
that's-
day, that's what they listen. You go might meet a nice little young lady, whatever. You might rap to her all day. Might take her to the dance floor. You know what I mean?
Take
That's
her
what
to
it
the
was about.
bar.
Break a
you know what
sweat.
I'm saying? The fucking whole nine. It was a whole experience. But now it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go sit in my like.
You need to bring back that era, man.
I mean, it has to change.
That's funny
I'm
because
saying.
back then, right? If you didn't dance, it was kind of like, what you here for?
Yeah, what you here for?
Now it's like if you
Wait a
dancing, it's like, wait, why are
a
you
second.
here?
Wait. You used to get clowned for just playing the wall.
All day,
You know what
all
I'm saying?
night. You're not gonna take none of these Jones to the dance
Yeah,
floor,
right.
man. Get your 2-step on
I mean, you just gonna play the wall the whole
all night.
That's
Come
what you
on,
would do.
man. Now you start dancing, I can look at you like you crazy. Like,
Right.
what?
Dude, the section
You
game.
doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean the section game. It's just like it's show purpose. It's like we went from having fun to now we just want to show off and show that we doing
That we living a life that we not really
living a
living.
life or something like that. Now this is a sidebar, but this is just my personal feeling about men and hookah
You don't
and
think
sections.
you don't think men should do hookah?
I will say my statement in a second, Mustafa. Thank you. So this is just a personal thing with me. If you in the section and you got hookah and you a dude, that's fine. It's even better if you got women in the section with you too, with the hookah. Okay. What I have a problem is what I've seen a little bit is that it be a section full of niggas, all right, smoking hookah, and then like with the hookah, you got the little tips or whatever that you change out because you know what I'm saying. Everybody's supposed to have their own joint. It's not like a L.
I've
where,
never
like,
smoked it.
Well, I'm breaking it down to you, nigga. So with that being said, everybody should have their own little tip.
They do supposedly.
Once again, let me finish my statement.
Okay, go
So to all
to it,
these
buddy.
niggas that I be seeing in the sections sometimes, and y'all niggas don't even be changing your clips. That shit is wild to me, dog. Like, it's like, what are we doing here?
Why? Because they
bro?
all share the same hookah joint?
Exactly, nigga. No, when they come out with the hookah, they give you different colored joints. So everybody can pick a joint up and do it. That's what it's supposed
Well,
to
then
be.
what's the difference between that and sharing an L?
Simple. A L I can burn at the end of the joint. This shit is plastic, and if you just sweaty mouth nasty nigga, then that's just coming off to me, and I'm just supposed to smoke that.
But people
No.
say the same thing about the L though. But like,
No,
who
because
who rolled this joint? Oh, he just spit all over that joint. You gonna smoke
This
that
nigga
joint?
act like he ain't smoked weed before, and you can burn the tip of the L to keep it right and dry it off when you have somebody that's doing that. Period. That's it. Like, no, nigga, I'm not just gonna be in a section full of niggas. Like, I feel like hookah is supposed to be smoked with, like, besides
So
initially
you
the
can't go out
Arabs,
with the
I'm not
bros and smoke some hookah.
No. Fuck no.
You can go out with
No.
the bros and smoke cigars though,
You
right?
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's different.
It's the difference. Because he has a
You know what I'm
cigar.
saying? Yeah, we're not
I
sharing.
have a
We're
cigar.
not sharing this joint. You know
What
what
is
I mean?
wrong with you, dog? What are you not What are you not gasping about?
Stop playing devil's advocate.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to cut in off that shit. Thank you.
So what's the so what's the bro hookah maximum then? Can like me and Tom go share a hookah?
No,
Okay.
I'm
Honestly,
not sharing no hookah with nothing. I'm not even smoking it.
Because if me and Tom rolled,
let me answer your question.
go ahead. All right,
At the
you're right.
most.
Answer. You're right. Go ahead.
Fuck,
Go
like,
ahead.
let
Break
me
it
get
down.
to it. That's I can let that go. All
Okay.
right?
Okay.
1, 2.
2 1 2 1 2
All
1
right?
2.
But once we start talking about 4 or 5,
Okay.
better like niggas.
3 max.
I'm still from the school of 2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you talking about if y'all didn't want to change the tip, John, you get what I'm
Okay, I
saying?
got
If you
you.
was on that type time.
Like, yo, you
Now
trying? We gonna share a tip tonight, dog.
I will do the tray piece for you.
Hey,
Hey, yeah, pause, dog.
no Diddy.
Exactly. Put that in there. But listen, to go back to your 3-piece thing you just said, that's 3 different color joints, dog. Like one yellow, blue, red. Like, all right, then we off this hookah, we chilling. I don't mind that. But wouldn't it be, I done seen that before and I was like, yo, it's like 5, 6 niggas, and they ain't even changing the tips. It's like, yo, nigga, no. But that's just me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Enjoy your hookah, have your fun, do what you do out there. But it has made the club scene fucked up. It really has. Like, it's not fun no more. Like, it's really not. It's just like you're going in there off top to be in your section, be seen, have your people over. It's all about whose section look better.
Yeah.
Basically, instead of all of us being in here enjoying it how we should, it's more so my section popping a little bit more, or your section, like, you know what I'm saying? And I get it was a moment in time for that. I'm just saying 2000s when that came in, 2010s we done dealt with it. 2020s now we still do, like Tom said, it's about time for a switch over.
Do you at times feel like maybe you starting to age out?
I can never age out because I'm that nigga.
Like maybe you got
That's the difference. That comes from a nigga that don't got no swag. Like you know what I'm saying? To
I ain't
think that
even
shit.
finished my statement.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
Like, I
even
can't even
finished.
let
Please, you trying to say stop?
I ain't even
No,
finished
stop,
my
dude. Stop is my man.
statement.
But I'm just saying, like, for that,
He
even,
ain't got no swag. You
You know
know,
what
this
I'm
is your
saying?
problem.
You know what I'm
Age out.
when you start worried about if you
Swagless.
aged out,
Swagger-
you done
swagless.
lost your coolness.
You got a
nigga,
swag deficit.
respectfully, we ain't on that Method Man shit
You know,
right now.
negative swag.
No.
No,
I
what
know
I'm
he
saying is like, do you think maybe you need to start going to more clubs that are more
What do you mean,
age?
dog? I'm 44. All I do is live in those type of areas, and it's still the same shit. Where we,
some clubs that we
Because they're more
lounges
geared
that
to
we
people
probably
of
go
your
right now,
age.
it's still the same thing. Like, listen, dog, I've
Is
been to
it-
enough clubs
okay.
to know that it's still going to be sections with niggas smoking hookah, and they're going to be in there with their bottles. This is still the whole premise of what we was talking about from the rip.
As somebody who doesn't go to clubs, I would think a club that's more geared towards people of a certain age, like our age, might have a dance floor
They probably
because
would.
we come from that.
Yeah, they
you
would.
see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying, and they're not gonna have hookah.
Right.
So
Well,
it's
that's
an
what I'm
age-
saying.
it's an
That's what I'm
age
saying. Maybe you're aging out
situation.
of certain clubs at this point. Maybe that's why you feel that way about it. Because obviously the young people love it.
I mean, the clubs I done been to that's been age appropriate, like certain joints, they got a hookah.
Like
I'm
where?
sorry,
Where?
like, you know what I'm saying? The joint,
Where?
what the fuck? The joint over in Jersey we used to go to. That old ass joint, I forgot the name of that shit. Whatever the fuck it's called, man.
But it wasn't a whole flock of dudes on one hookah. Though,
No,
right?
no. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about. Those are two separate things. Me having the thing with a whole bunch of niggas on a hookah, that's just me talking
That's
about
your
shit
pet
about
peeve. I got you.
whatever, pet peeve. I'm just saying it's still at the end of the day.
You go to the
Wait.
club and bust them groups up.
Listen,
Oh,
no,
bust
break
this
that
shit up.
the
Break this
fuck
shit
up.
up. There's too many of
Too
y'all.
many niggas on
How
your
many tips y'all got in here?
But as far
Swap
as
these out, man. Swap them
just
out.
as far as like how the club should set up. Even all right, prime example. Give you an example. Like shout out Big John, Pat. Philly Cigar Week is going down. It's in
As
the
we
mix.
speak right
You know
now.
what I'm saying? As we speak.
As we speak.
Saturday and Sunday is going to be popping. Make sure you get down there. But prime example, last year after we did the show, and good brother John invited us over to what? The Camden Art Yard.
Yeah,
Camden Art Yard was banging. Okay, but in that, still an area where they had their fucking, you know what I'm saying? They were smoking cigars, but hookah was an option. And then, whatchamacallit, your bottles or whatever like that. Still a nice spot, you get what I'm saying?
Right,
but
right.
and an area in the back that you could dance if you wanted to, but still, listen, man. What do they say? We're in Philly. I hear when you go to, like, what I'm saying right now about hookah, I probably would lose my shit once I go back out Atlanta. Because everywhere you go to a breakfast spot, nigga,
Yeah,
it's
hookah.
hookah. You know what I'm
Hookah
saying?
in a-
Like,
hookah in a
breakfast
Waffle House.
spot, that's crazy.
yeah,
to
like,
me.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different, dog. You get what I'm saying?
I don't want no hookah with my breakfast.
With my
you know what I
breakfast.
mean?
But just like you was comparing some shit with the weed, just like some people like me, I'm good with a wake and bake in the morning from time to time. Damn near every morning. There's some people that is good with a cigar or a cigarette. Some niggas will wake up now and get their mint hookah or whatever, and whatever it is like that.
Feel refreshed. You know what I'm saying?
And be fine. So it's like we ain't judging. Like, do what makes you happy. I just said for me, like, I just want, like Tom said, just a little bit of a switch up. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. I get that you're gonna offer those things, but maybe offer those things, but not have so many sections. You get what I'm saying? Let's take out some of the sections now. You get what I'm saying?
I don't
I
mind
guess
the
it's the
sections,
money,
but
though. It's for the
I
money.
just don't like it when it's like you said, the whole spot is
It's just
all
sections.
Can I get a dance floor?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's not about dancing no more. It's about the vibe. You know what I mean? It's vibes and chilling.
That's a vibe. You know what I mean?
You know what I
Just
mean?
want
And
to
speaking,
go out and party. I mean, it's called partying.
yeah.
I
So
mean-
speaking of a party and speaking of vibes, shout out to the West Coast.
Yay.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Big
saying?
vibe. over
Shout out to the Juneteenth K. Lamar funeral. You know what I'm
For
saying?
Drake.
Of a light-skinned Canadian brother, you know what I'm saying? Real rap. Like, he brought out, like, listen, Pop, Nipsey, Kobe, everybody was smiling from above. You know what I'm saying?
He brought all them out. He
You know
brought
what I'm
Pac out.
saying?
Yeah, Nipsey out.
Like,
Kobe was
shit,
damn
dog,
from the
like, you know what I mean?
beyond
Bro,
the grave.
they not like us. Like, listen, dog, it was a moment I compare it to, for the West Coast and hip hop, I compare it to a couple years ago when the Locks and Kiss shut down that versus
Oh yeah,
against Cam.
This is just like
and
to the 10th power.
you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
like
no,
how that
but it
moment
was-
hit.
but yeah,
like where you
no,
like,
no,
where-
I agree. That moment,
you know what I'm saying?
K Dot moment was on the same level because niggas was talking about that shit. For
But
weeks.
bigger.
But bigger.
Because it was already like this was just a versus, it's love between
Yeah.
both camps, but it's just about performing.
You're right. That's the big difference.
That's the difference. It
That's
wasn't
the
no
big
hate
difference.
between
No
the Locks
animosity
and
like that.
Dipset. No, we just out here to do what we gotta do and put on a good show and kiss the show cats about how real it is, along with Styles and Chic. You know what I'm saying with that. But where K Dot took it, it was already you coming off of pretty much like
This is like his biggest song ever, right? I mean, as far as the public is concerned, I don't ever remember hearing no K Dot song
I don't know
given
though.
this much love.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
'Cause
like
we gonna be all right.
We
We gonna be all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
But
ain't
you
gonna
also got
hold
to
you.
put in the factor that we live on the East Coast with it.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't
Right.
probably hear as much K Dot and
All
volume
the West Coast,
as
yeah.
they do
And that's
over
what I'm
there.
saying. Like
Mhm.
this, "We Gonna Be All Right" was a great song, definitely no doubt. But this, "They Not Like Us" is everywhere, not just on the radio. It's
They're
all
playing it
over
at
social
Disney
media.
World, my man.
All types of people are using it now. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Like the energy behind it is different. I feel, and when I say his biggest song, I'm not talking about as far as record sales go. I don't know. I'm just talking about the public reaction to it. You know what I mean? Like it's
I
massive.
mean, it shifted the culture.
It has. It has. Actually, I'll give him that. It has.
It shifted the culture.
But what I wanted to ask you though is, you think Drake can come back?
I mean, yeah. Like
I would
actually
say
got
no.
You gonna say no, Tom? Why you say no,
Nah.
Tom?
Yeah.
Why you say no, Tom?
Oh yeah, no dead air, man. So with that being said, nah, he can absolutely come back. Take my advice on this, light skin ball. It's what you do. Don't worry about K Dot. That's already you was just in what I want to call it. Who was one of Ali like great
Frazier?
opponents? So yeah,
Foreman.
so they fought
Or-
more
or
than one.
Frazier.
You get what I'm saying? So this is an Ali Frazier moment. And when you look back, neither one is looked at less than. in a sense. You get what I'm saying? It just was they both. I never look at Joe Frazier as less than a boxer.
No. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about this Kendrick Drake. Go
So
ahead.
walk with what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Drake still is not going to be looked to me as less than the great artist that he was and what he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just finally lost the battle, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
This
just
like
literally.
Not the first one.
First really battle, you know what I'm saying?
What you say?
Ain't it like his real first battle?
No,
he lost to
What are you
Pusha T.
talking about?
Oh, he lost to Pusha T too.
You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't on no level like
he's 0-2 right
that.
now.
Yeah, no, he's not 0-2. Like, you gotta realize he came out and knocked our nigga out from the rip with back to back. Like, that's how he was already on some shit with the Meek shit already. He was, and even the Pusha T shit, it was like, it wasn't. Pusha T was like, we feel he got some jabs in, but it was not on no level of this K-Dot shit.
I don't even know if he wrote that or not, but go ahead.
What you say?
So I don't even know if he wrote back to back or not, but
Well, we know he has writers, so you can't really give him all the credit for that.
I mean, that doesn't
right.
matter. It's still the fuck is that's his.
But
he
Pusha
put
made
up-
him come out and own up to having a son. You
Yeah,
know what I
but
mean?
that-
Like, that was crazy. And the flip was, like, look, Drake is the kind of guy, he was such a megastar. He has a machine behind him. All he had to really do was just shut up and go back to, I'm only going to say shut up. All he had to do was be quiet, let it die down, go back to making hits, go back to making music.
Listen, he'll
People-
make some hits.
People move on. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm not saying that he can't bounce by it, like he won't come up with another hit. He'll make
Yeah,
good
make
music,
another hit
but,
record.
but we just had this conversation about Diddy and everything. The public perception, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's altered
he
forever.
dead.
That's
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they call him a pedophile and all this other stuff. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I mean,
I disagree. Like that's and
I'm
that's
not respecting Drake as much as like, listen. First of all, you talking to somebody that's not really a Drake fan.
So,
anyway,
yeah,
you know
so
what I'm
it's
saying?
already
I don't
off
really give a
top.
fuck too much about Drake. He got some hits, whatever. I ain't going front. I ain't never listened to a whole Drake album.
All right, so we can't respectfully.
I'm that way with both of them. I've never streamed a Drake album or a Kendrick Lamar album more than once.
So respectfully, you two niggas don't count. So with
So who
somebody,
counts? You?
Why are we just
How
dismissing
we
our
count?
opinion?
You?
How? Why?
Because
Why?
how
You-
can
you
you
listen
even
to Drake
be in
like that?
How can you even be in some shit?
listen to
when
Drake
you
like
don't
that?
even
Because we've
respect the
seen
two
beefs
office, nigga?
before. It's
Like,
all about
you
coming
ain't
back
even
from
listen to-
taking
you
a
listen to
major
Drake
L.
like that?
What'd you say?
You listen to Drake like that?
Yes, nigga. I've been had listen to Drake like that. Like I'm not gonna.
I wouldn't
fraud him
think
like-
so. As much as you hate light
You know what I'm
skinned dudes,
saying?
I thought that.
I
you
hate
know what
light skinned
mean?
niggas, but two of my closest homies are. Come
Right.
on, make it
Oh,
make
wow.
sense, my nigga.
You know
So
what I'm
anyway,
saying?
you know what I'm saying? With that being said,
Drake,
no,
Drake is on your top what?
on my top what?
MCs or artists?
I mean, artists, he's in the top 10 for absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely. The nigga
Oh,
has
what's-
absolutely done this thing as an artist for the last over 10, 15 years. And niggas don't want to, you could give all your funky eyes all the fuck you want. He has been. So that's just what it is.
I mean,
my guy.
I don't disagree. He has
You know
been
what I'm
making
saying?
crazy
So-
hits. I'm just surprised you was a Drake fan. I
You know what I'm
didn't.
saying?
For real,
I
man.
mean, yeah.
All the real
like-
hip hop I hear you talk about,
Right?
You
Yeah.
a Drake fan like that? Oh my
He be in the
God.
Because I'm a-
singing. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you actually listen to his albums, it's not all about
singing.
singing. But you're an asshole, so you don't listen to the shit, so you really can't say nothing.
Well, how
So
many
that's what
songs
I'm
not-
saying. Like you
I bet I
niggas
go
is
listen-
talking
I
and y'all
bet I go
don't even listen to the
an
shit.
album. I bet 85% of that shit is about some singing, whining type shit.
And that's the thing, you assume that. So with that being said, you can't even talk shit. The man got several albums out, you ain't listening to none of them, so you just assume all of them singing. Fine. What I'm saying is now, back to the original fucking question. After all the shit y'all talking about,
Can he come back?
yes, he can absolutely fucking come back.
If you Drake, how you come back?
Simple. What the fuck do you mean? How do I come back?
I'm just
It's-
asking you a question.
It's simple. What I've
Answer it
been
then, nigga.
doing. I don't have to. The beef is like, dog. It's simple. The beef is over. All right, like it was a rap battle. That's cool. Now I go back to what you said. Now I go back in my bag.
But now that you said the beef is over, is it over? Do you leave it right here where it is? You just concede defeat. I'm done. I bow out.
Bow
You
This is
out.
got
what
me.
I do. This is what I do. And I was telling, I forgot, I came up with this silly
You
shit
want
last
to
night.
take this gentleman's sweep, huh?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it is. A gentleman's
So this is
sweep.
what
Is that
you
what it
do.
is?
No, you come out with a mixtape. Call that bitch the hit list. But what you do is, I'm not going, me and Kendrick done. All these other dick eating ass niggas that's been all out of the blue coming out, not fucking with me, and all of a sudden not fucking with me, and this, that, and the third. I make a mixtape talk, naming that shit. Like, prime example. I'm just saying, not like they got beef. This is just me being extra. So, you know what I'm saying? At the concert, we saw who absolutely is a fan and been fucking with him, LeBron James at the concert. You get what I'm saying on some shit like that? Like, fam, if you kind of, like, bottom line is, I might, I'm trying to make this seem right. All right. You my bro. All right. You know what I'm saying? But it's another nigga doing a podcast. I might be okay with him, but you my bro.
So Drake need to make it hit him up.
Listen,
A
I'm
mixtape.
gonna tell you that I'm not gonna respect that. I'm not gonna respect a mixtape you come out on everybody else that was coming at you during this time.
But not the dude that whooped your ass. Yeah.
I done killed that nigga. I done battled that nigga already. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck with everybody else. I'm just saying on some silly shit. We talking about what sells and all that extra shit. Like, you get what I mean? I done listen. Like, I heard that Drake will look at them like, you can't beat me.
Right.
Like, you had, like, basically all you niggas had to hop on this man's dick to come against me. Like, I done been to a rumble camp with him, because in Drake's defense, it ain't like this was a clear blowout. It was a rumble. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a good battle track. Like, on some battling stuff, this battle probably gave us the most battle tracks in the shortest amount of time that we've ever had in hip hop. For real. Like, all jokes aside, dog. It's like 5 or 6 tracks these dudes made. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I have spent enough pen on Kenny. All right?
It's like when that dude knocked out Adrian Broner recently, and everybody's making fun of Adrian Broner, but it's like, but you're not gonna fight AB,
right?
You can't beat it.
You get what I'm saying? So that's where I'm putting, like, all of the Futures, the Metro Boomins, the Rosés, all these extra niggas that's been talking shit. I would make I didn't say an album. I'm talking about to get some extra funny
I'll tell you this though,
back up. Like, I
don't really respect none of them niggas diss tracks either, because they come out of the left field for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't respect that either. You know what I mean? So, like,
all right, we got that you don't respect. We talking about what sells and what's gonna keep the culture moving on, some type shit. That will, because them niggas that, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you're coming back responding, and like you said, I could make something about Drake, he's a dickhead. He'll use a movie, a skit or something to try to maybe talk shit about Kenny in the beginning, and then I'm just going in track 1, LeBron. Number 2, Rick Ross, or some shit like that.
Are we basing it off coming back on how much you sell?
It's not how much you sell. I'm just talking about, basically, that's how I'm coming back. Besides me making hits, I would make a little dumbass mixtape like called The Hit List.
I'm gonna address all these backstabbers in the process.
Like, you get what I'm saying? That's like some strategic shit. Like, all right, everybody think I'm alone now. Everybody done turned their back against me. Let me show you how a samurai come out. You know what I'm saying? On some shit like that. And he's earned the respect of that.
Dark Drake.
And you think these people ain't gonna want it, like, just as much as we love in the Kenny moment and all like that. People gonna be waiting to hear the new. You get what I'm saying? The proper, and if he come back,
I hear you.
Unlike what you just said, as long as he ain't coming back, you used to call me on my cell phone. Right? You get what I'm saying? And you actually coming back with, like I said, you can't come back. Edgier. You can't come back with like a Hotline Bling record right now. That's why I'm telling you, you need to make the mixtape. Holla at the Bols, man, and come on here. Since everybody else be fronting on you, you come on the Bols too, Drake. We fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? No problem at all. And bring out the hit list, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Tom. He don't gotta be here if he ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? He'll be here for that joint, won't he? You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
Oh, well, let me ask you this, because we were talking a couple weeks ago about this whole Kendrick Lamar, and I said it's not an ether or whatever. Do you think the whole "Not Like Us" is going to stay in the lexicon and the vernacular like ether has?
Yep.
I don't know. I think it's too long.
No, I mean, it's gonna listen.
Stuff.
It's been charting all crazy.
Chalk your L, my nigga. I mean, it is, and it ain't going nowhere.
They not like us.
Yeah.
Period, nigga. That's just pretty, like, I was wrong on my track selection.
Yeah,
and saying Euphoria, because that's how it affected me when that first came out. But to double back off of that, because that's what you do when you can see some shit. Right. It's actually They Not Like Us is going to has the same effect, or even crying, maybe even crazier, because Ether ain't ignite.
Ether ain't had no concert behind it like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he performed that track 5 times.
6 times. 6 times. The whole crowd singing along. Like, yeah.
So with that being said, like, you got to think about eras. Like what we was just trying to say. I know sometimes we can be somewhat caught up in our moment, in our era. Yes, when Ether hit, it was the craziest, wildest shit it was for the 2000s. Now for your 2020s, when they go back and look at the 2020s and like hip hop moments,
this is the biggest one. Like because us. I mean, but we had what Hove put the Summer Jam stage. He put
I know what you're talking about. Somebody in a dress or something like that.
Yeah. Come on. Mobb Deep.
Prodigy.
I'm struggling. Yeah. Put his picture from when we take dance classes up on the Summer Jam stage, right? Mm-hmm. Nas had the Ether joint, and Ether was such a huge record.
It just had an anniversary of Prodigy's death.
I'm trying to think. You had the whole back-to-back beef. We had the whole Pusha T beef. You had Pac and Hit 'Em Up. And whatever.
There's certain beef records that are synonymous that and this done went into that caliber.
Yep. There's none of those records have ever had as much impact, spectacle behind it like this. They Not Like Us. Having that concert
Yeah.
bringing out all the
Whole
homies,
West Coast.
doing the song 6 times in a row, and also having social media here,
Right.
Mhm.
you know, to aid in that.
But he
to
also
boost
did
it.
that to unify. That was like an LA thing too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I mean, it's an LA thing
At
too,
the-
but
at the expense.
it's
of
also
Yeah,
it was also
yeah.
to put the nail in the coffin.
yeah, for real. For
I
real.
mean, listen,
Mhm.
whatever it needs to be. Like it was Juneteenth, and finally, like they said, it wasn't just about on the stage. It was like all these hoods and people that ain't ever really banged with each other
Yep.
all these years
Gangs and
came
everything.
through and like and finally
To
that's what it's about.
celebrate the diss track,
You know what I'm saying?
to rock out on the Drake
because
diss
the let
track,
cats because
they
basically
came together to do that.
because what they came together for is what Kendrick strategically did with this whole battle. He made it American versus Canadian. And the fact that, bruh, everything that you basically saying that everything you really took or do you've stolen or, you know, not stolen, but, you know, got bits and pieces
Culture
from.
vulture.
Yeah,
That's
from the
basically-
culture, whether it be
Yeah.
down south, you know what I'm saying, well, all that extra shit. So now it's just pointing out, like, if you take that out, what do you really got? And
No,
that's
it's
where.
Black American culture. That's why
Yeah.
you can't even say nigga no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, nah, come on, dude.
So it's like,
yeah, but he brought all them together
Mhm.
to rock out to his Drake diss track, and they all was like, "Yep, let's do it." They stood in solidarity, so you got to kind of respect that. I mean, I guess Drake can't do that. There is no Canadian.
fam, the weekend when
Community.
What you talking about? The weekend is up here
Listen.
dissing you, and he just as Canadian,
What he
and
said?
you know what I'm saying,
Wait a
the
sec,
whole nine.
listen, I mean, you heard anything from some Young Money cast to this nigga defense?
Nothing.
No.
No, I wouldn't expect it.
I mean, like-
Yeah, I ain't gonna keep talking about my man like that. All right, skip next clip. Skip. We ain't gonna keep talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Young Money, like keep printing money.
Yeah, right.
You
Yeah.
know, like, that's it. Keep printing money. Either way you get it. This boy been streamed 1 billion times. We printing money. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. Regardless of that they not like us, they still playing and streaming Drake shit.
Yeah.
Along with everything.
Has Drake been anywhere like on social media or anything like that recently?
And he
What's he talking
rocking,
about?
yeah. Listen, dog. Yes, he has. He's been with his son, with his pop for Father's Day. He been out different spots. But the thing is now,
Just looking unbothered, I guess. I mean, I actually should, you know. What I mean, but-
fam, at the end of the day,
At the-
what the
what
fuck
they
am I
gonna do?
bothered
Oh,
about?
what it gonna do?
Like,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess at
what
this
am I
point, it's
about?
like,
What
hey,
am I really
he's
bothered
going to
about?
let it ride
When
out.
I wake up, I am still one of the, if not one of the best artists still out. I still wake up with that. I still wake up with the, you know, the bank account I got. Still wake up with these hoes that still love the hell out of me. All right, a couple people switch sides or whatever like that, but
All right.
I'm still good.
I
Like,
mean,
you know what
yeah,
I'm
if
saying?
that's what's important to you, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you don't think though maybe Drake is like, you know what? I'm about to hire the best ghostwriters.
Might be.
I got to come out with one more.
Might
Like,
be.
I got one more in me. Hold up. I don't know if I can let it go out like
You
that.
still got the
I think
ghostwriters in
I
the
would
tuck.
just bow out gracefully though. If I was Drake, I wouldn't even. I don't think anything you're gonna come back with right now is going to have much.
Unless you
magnitude
make a
that they-
crazy dance.
But I don't
hit.
need to. But my thing is, I don't
I don't
need
know.
to. I
They're
don't
playing
necessarily
not like
need
this at Disney World, my nigga. Like,
So it's
you know what
cool.
I mean?
That's
They
why I
got
said,
Disney characters
let the
doing
summer-
dances to this song at Disney
Disney
World.
World.
That's crazy.
Fine. And let them pop. That's what I'm saying. I'll spend the next month and change chilling with my young boy in the booth, making the hit list. Like, you get what I'm saying? This
Well,
is when you
listen.
get low, and this like that's when I'm getting back with the Ghost Riders in the pen, and I create a mixtape called the hit list when I'm shooting these niggas, because I done went to war with Kenny. I don't got to go to war with Kenny no more, dog. I can make a little joint, but now I can talk about all these other dick eating niggas that can't fuck with me. You get what I'm saying? And that was out of pocket.
Now,
and
all right.
then now
Now,
by
wait a sec.
September,
Let me ask you
I can
something.
go to the singing shit.
Now, what
You
happens?
get what I'm saying?
Now, what happens if one of these niggas come back at you and kills you?
It's
Again.
not going to
again?
happen.
But what if that happens?
It's not a what if. I ain't
It's
worried about
possible.
it.
Anything
It's
can
not.
Possible, why
It,
ain't?
it's not because
Anything can happen.
who was going
I mean, Drake could make a comeback record. It could
You know
be
what I'm saying?
crazy. We don't know.
So-
Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
It's not
You
like
don't know.
it's not like his disses was trash.
You don't.
He
That's
was
what I'm saying.
making
You don't
quality joints back and forth.
And remember, he has a team.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't-
like, he's not
you don't
done,
know.
dog.
I don't
He's
know.
in the lab cooking up. Like, nah, man.
I don't know. Maybe, or maybe he is done. Who knows? As much
No,
money
he's
as
an artist just
you
like-
know.
I'm not
he
gonna
is in
say.
the lab
I'm not gonna
cooking
say
up.
he's done. You know what I
He's in
mean?
the lab cooking.
Of course, he's
dog.
gonna come back out with some hits and be back on the charts somewhere like that. That's not the issue. I'm just talking about credit wise.
I mean, credit wise, as you lost a major battle.
His credit,
It happens,
his
whatever.
credit
And it
scores.
happens.
His credit score is low right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's been low.
You think he fired some writers?
It's been low the time. This nigga ain't been fucking with him, so it's all
A
good.
couple
But
writers got the axe behind
His credit
this.
score is low right now, dog.
you know, it is what it is, man.
He's sitting at 650.
That ain't that bad.
That ain't that bad. How about 550
Yeah,
then? You know what I'm
like,
saying? He's sitting there.
Nah,
But that was the last thing I had to talk about, man. What's going on, really?
Yeah, no, there hasn't really nothing. But you know, what I mean, what we talking about those?
No,
Celtics.
actually, no. We got one more thing to talk about. Fuck out of here. Because Stops an asshole. This has just been we'll call this, the asshole episode. This is what we on this time around, dog. Because this man gave us a 15-minute argument on the warm-up.
Yeah,
talking about a gentleman's. He got mad because of a gentleman's sweep. Shout out to the Boston Celtics, even though I can't believe I'm saying that.
That's
I'm
a
taking
terrible
it.
You know what I'm
term.
saying, but I got
Gentleman's sweep.
It
Doesn't make sense.
So
Go ahead.
he has a problem with the term gentleman's sweep. The fact that, you're up. And I think I was just arguing with somebody about this earlier this week, too, because they sent me something talking about Kyrie Irving came back from 3-1. I told you he came back from 0-3. No, dickhead.
Yeah.
3-1
It's not
is not the same
3-0.
as
0-3.
down 0-3. All right? That means you have to win 4 straight games to win the series. Whereas though
First of all,
3-1, it's only 3 games you
I'm about
got
to
to
say,
win.
has that ever happened? I think it has happened.
No,
Like,
it's never
it
happened.
has never
Nobody's
happened?
never came
Okay,
down
okay.
from 0-3 in the finals, period.
Or in the
hasn't happened.
finals. Yeah,
In the
okay.
finals.
That's not even, so that's not including playoffs.
No, I'm
Maybe
just talking about.
playoffs.
I'm just
I
going
don't
off
know.
Talking
finals.
about finals.
I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
just talking about the finals.
All right, cool.
So with that being said, a sweep is 4-0.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The old heads and all the basketball savants for years and decades now have said that a gentleman's sweep is when you allow, not even allow.
No, don't try to change it
No,
now.
not allowed. Because it's not allowed. The team
That was
wins
part of the
one game.
argument I was making.
The team
All right.
wins one game.
Well, let's say allow.
Because
What is
that's what he was acting
argument
like.
say allow?
He was like,
Allows you to win one game.
Yeah.
For the sake of argument.
Right.
Yeah.
Hence, go ahead.
Nobody allows another team to win one game. The other team earns every win, especially in the finals. If you pull your starters because you're getting your ass beat, they earn that victory. That's why you pull the starters, because they're outplaying you
All right.
that game.
And I think our point was that
Nobody in their right mind would give away a game in the finals.
but if I'm up 3-1, giving away a game is not gonna. I'm not gonna be worried about that. That's what the whole thing comes back to. If I'm up 3-0, and
I'm getting blown out by 25 and this is mid-second quarter,
all right,
I could be looking at my squad like,
all right, yeah.
all right, yeah. Like,
Pack it
go
in.
out. Hey, guys, go out there. Let's try to see what we can do by halftime.
We up
And-
3.
And by the
Come
time the
back and
third
recoup.
quarter come, y'all still, your team, like whatever, the Dallas is coming with all this extra. It's like, fellas, hey, in a timeout, fellas, don't exert all your energy for
relax.
the rest of this game.
Save up for the game.
We going
next
back
game, you know what
home,
I'm saying?
and we going hoist this trophy. We going
Basically.
back to Boston. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
what
mean, but
happened.
that's always what you want, but it's not always necessarily guaranteed. That's why I was saying that nobody wants to give up any games in the finals. Like,
I'm
you
tell you-
don't want
I'm
to.
tell
You don't want to
this.
do that. And and I don't like the term gentleman's sweep because it makes it seem like the team that won didn't really earn the victory. When you say
No, they earned
gentleman's
it.
sweep, it's like, you know what? Out of respect for your organization, and since we don't want to embarrass you all in front of the nation, we're going to give you guys one game. We'll let you win. We'll
You
let
niggas
you win
Yeah, you niggas had
one
enough-
game. No,
Yes.
you don't let anybody win.
Yeah, we basically did because all you niggas could win is one game.
Listen,
And
you
that's
gotta-
it.
Listen, like I said,
That's all.
why,
Like, that's
know
all
why
you
it
niggas
hasn't been
had.
done coming back from down 3-0? Because it's hard as fuck. I mean, like, even if they won, even
You have
if
to win 4 straight games.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Even
I
if
mean,
it-
one day it will.
even
I
if-
think one day it will,
even-
but it's just not haven't happened
even
yet.
if they went back to Boston and Dallas did win a second game, as Boston, I'm still cool mentally. I'm still up 3-2. I need to just win one fucking game to your.
See, that's the
fucking 4
mentality.
straight.
That's what I was talking about. Just the mentality once you up 3-0 in the finals. Because once you go up 3-0 in the finals, now the Larry O'Brien Trophy is traveling every game.
Right.
Basically, you get what I'm saying. So if we win Game 4 in Dallas, we're gonna be celebrating on your home court.
Basically.
Of course, y'all as Dallas, y'all don't want us. So I wouldn't want y'all niggas celebrating on our court. So we're gonna do everything in our power to come out with the maximum effort to win this game.
Mhm.
what I'm saying to you on Boston side, Boston ain't looking at it like, no, we just gonna lose this game. No, we trying to come in and play this game, but our
If
effort,
it's not looking that
put
way,
it to you like this: our effort ain't gonna be as strong as game one was. You get what I'm saying? When we first checked up, it's not.
especially
no, your
especially
effort
losing.
coming into that game is absolutely
in the
as
beginning.
strong.
Yeah, in the
It
beginning,
is absolutely because you want. Why would you want to?
No. You're absolutely right. Coming into that game, but
Yeah.
once we're down and the
Then
game
it's
is
like,
not
all right.
looking in our favor, then we're going.
We're
to
not-
I
in the game.
understand that.
That's what we're saying.
That's no. I hear that. What I'm saying is, I don't like the term because it makes it seem like you're letting them win, but you don't let anybody win. They actually beat you.
Yeah.
They beat you. It might have been one game. I know one. They won one measly game.
right, but
And
they
I'll let you
won
have
that
and we'll let
game.
you have
but what the term comes in is when after that one game you win and we come back the next game and I spank your ass.
That's what
I
it
mean,
was.
and that's what happened. They spanked their ass,
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. It's
That's
not-
when I can say, yeah, okay, gentlemen.
I mean,
whatever.
you can say that after you win.
All
You
right,
know what I mean? But
no, you can say that
in
during
that
the
game,
spank-
for
I
that
can say
game-
for that game, I can say how I won. I was
they was
whooping
whooping
your
their
ass the
ass.
whole game.
Yeah.
Just like y'all had a game in game 4 where y'all finally got up 20, 30 or whatever and finally won. Listen, we've been whooping y'all ass the whole series. And then now
y'all wasn't being gentlemen when y'all lost that game.
You know what I'm saying?
We beat y'all ass that game. Just like y'all spanked us now, we beat y'all that game.
And guess what? And the difference is, you know what we're thinking about?
I just don't like the term. I don't like that term. It's like I feel like
But the
you're not
term is
giving.
what is
You
what
got
it
two
is.
teams that play hard all season. They make it to
Listen,
the
man, we
finals. These are the
gentlemanly
two
sent your
best
ass home.
teams. So
Right.
don't try to call it a gentleman's
We
sweep
did.
because
We
we didn't allow you to sweep us in the traditional sense
right.
of the
Yeah,
term.
and we
Well,
did.
well then
Guess
Then-
what?
then know
If
what?
you had a problem
When
with us
two-
giving you a gentleman's sweep,
Win the next-
you wouldn't
the next
have- you wouldn't have got your ass busted in game 5.
yeah, exactly.
That's it. Like you keep talking.
If you didn't want us to say it's a gentleman's sweep, then don't let it be a gentleman's sweep.
Don't get your ass
Absolutely.
busted in game 5, and that's it.
That's in discussion because you
Because
just agree.
listen, it's not a gentleman's sweep. Once we go 3-2,
Don't let it be a gentleman's
once
sweep
we go
though.
4-2
Yeah.
or 4-3 or something like that, it's not no gentleman's sweep. We had a series.
So you
Right.
say
like it
Dallas was on their bench like, damn, don't let the sweep get like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
But listen, let me tell you something. That's exactly how it was. By what was it? I think like 4 or 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Kyrie looked at Jason Kidd like, nigga, sub me out. And before sub me out, let me go over here and dap up all you niggas.
Right.
You know why he did this? Because when it hits 3 zeros, nigga, I'm not gonna be on this court with this green and white confetti, dog.
Right.
I'm out of here. So let me dap every nigga up right now. We got our ass bust. I'm going home. Kumute, whatever the fuck it is. Shout out to all y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here, dog. I'm not about to sit here and watch this.
No,
You know what
I
I'm
hear you. I
saying?
hear that.
You know
Just
what I
me
mean?
personally, when it comes to sports, I'm not a fan in the playoff runs. I'm not a big fan of like conserving a whole lot of players and stuff like that. I believe in keeping the momentum going because even in football, like sometimes there'll be, you'll have a great run and they'll
Can't
start
compare
benching certain
football. Football is
players.
one game.
I'm just talking about pulling players in
I got
playoff
you.
situations.
okay.
You know how sometimes they'll pull players or whatever because they're just assuming, our record's so good, we're going to go into our first playoff game, round 1 or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and we should be able to steamroll whoever we're playing. But those 2 weeks off and guys get a little cold, and now that team takes an L first round of
Absolutely.
playoffs. You know what I mean? If you
Sometimes
keep
it
people
happens.
playing, sometimes I think it keeps them fresher.
Yeah, but I mean,
But nobody goes in
I can't
intentionally.
really
You know what I mean?
compare football to basketball like that because you know what I mean. You are trying.
52
Just when you say
player-
gentleman's
52
sweep
man.
and you pull your players out, it's almost like you're saying, I don't necessarily need these guys now in this game. But the reason why you're pulling them out of games is because they're losing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because they don't need. Because at the end of the day, we getting our ass busted. I'm not gonna have my top flight players playing.
right. That's what I'm
nah,
saying.
yeah,
I'm saying
you
get
bench
it.
niggas, get
So
in.
bad, yeah, get the team that
Hey,
bust
Russ.
their ass their credit. That's all I'm saying.
So
That's
with
why I
that-
don't like the gentleman's sweep term. It's like
Alright, listen,
so
no,
he doesn't like
but
the term, but it's what
see,
it is.
to me,
because you're still calling it a sweep and you didn't
to me,
sweep me.
you get your credit by winning, continue to win. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
like the
And-
fact that you can put sweep in it when you didn't win. When we won a game, it's not a sweep.
That's why it's a gentleman's sweep
sweep.
because you only won
What?
one game, you bum ass niggas. Like I don't see
But
what
that's
you
what
not
I'm
getting.
saying.
It-
What I'm
that-
saying is you keep putting this little quantifier. It's a gentleman's sweep because they won one. Come on, man. Sweep is a sweep.
You
Sweep is
delayed the
sweep.
process. They didn't
Just
say they
delayed,
swept.
yeah.
They didn't listen. When you sweep somebody, hey Kitty, get your little self off of there. I see you, young boy. You know what I'm saying? So when you say a sweep, you talking about 4-0 and they bringing
Right.
out the brooms.
Right.
But a
Right.
gentleman's sweep
Right.
is I just brought out the dustpan, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to clean you up because it's already done. You ain't did nothing but won one game. But, you know, it's all good, man.
So,
I'm not mad
so
at that.
back in the day, Sixers got swept when they played the Lakers. AI.
That was a gentleman's
That was a
sweep.
gentleman's sweep.
Oh, so you will concede that?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's the culture, man. That's what it was. I mean,
They got swept.
yeah.
They won one.
And then lost
But-
4 straight. Bruh, like what?
But they won one. It's not a sweep.
No,
Wait a second. Wait,
Then
and
lost
the
4
Sixers
straight.
won the
The first one, and that's it. And then
Yeah.
lost the
But
all
then,
4
but then
of
again,
them.
listen, you
Then
can,
that's a sweep.
that is
That's
a sweep.
That technically is a sweep.
That is
No,
that
it's
is
not.
kind
They won a game. They won. If you
Yeah.
win one game in the
Gentlemanly,
series,
they
there's no
got- they
sweep
never won shit.
involved.
They only
I don't
won.
think you should be able to say the word sweep if the other team won a game.
Well, Mustafa,
Okay,
basketball
all right,
savants
all right.
have
Basketball
declared
savants.
Yeah, no,
and Hall of
I think-
Famers have
no,
declared it a
and
gentleman's
wait a second.
sweep.
I love the Sixers. But in that situation, I think you can kind of call it a sweep because they won 4 fucking straight.
See, it's
games,
different in
you
the
know what I'm
Sixers
saying?
joint. See,
You
the-
might even be able to say that's a gentleman's sweep because they'll be like, yo, we let y'all win the first game. We gave y'all that one.
and
And then we took
whooped your
y'all 4
ass.
straight.
Yeah, then we
But
whooped your
no,
ass.
the crazy thing is though, they didn't whip us. Game 2 of that series.
It doesn't
is
matter, we
close,
lost.
You know what I'm saying, but it's
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't
lost.
matter. It's
No,
still a
no, but what I'm
loss,
saying-
a loss, a
Yeah,
loss,
yeah,
and a loss,
no,
dog.
but I understand that.
Back to back to back to
Listen,
motherfucker back.
If you go wins and L's, absolutely, you're right though. But we just
But that's what we talking
But we
about.
just made the argument also that the Celtics whipped Dallas ass those games.
They
All the
had
games
one.
they did.
No, they had one close game, but still, regardless of that, they got swept. I don't care if every game you get your ass busted or not, you lose. If you're not getting at least 2 victories in a series, it's not a series to me, dog. Either you're getting swept or you're genuinely getting your ass kicked. It's just one or two ways about it, or you're gonna have
Well,
a series.
so now that begs the question: how far do you take it? What if they win the first 2 games and then lose 4 straight? Why isn't that a gentleman's sweep?
It's not because you got 2 games. Stop. We just said.
But I just
you gotta
I
get
just
one
won
game.
4 straight though.
You can't.
That's
win
not a
4
gen-
Why
Well, how
you
can't you in a 7-game series?
All right, I guess.
I mean, that's the math, right?
Get what I'm saying, dog. If you win 2 or more games,
Honestly, I'm
it's
gonna
a
say
fucking
this, though.
series, dog.
Why isn't that
It's
a
not-
gentleman's
I-
sweep?
Because you can't
listen,
win more than 2 games. Stop. You keep trying
The
to be an
basketball
asshole.
savant said that too. Is that a rule?
I ain't
Nigga,
gonna
you
front,
can't win
though.
2 games and
And
not.
me and
you know what I'm
Stoff
saying?
me and Wayne might differ on this, whatever. To me, if you win 4 straight games,
That's a sweep.
to me, I mean, like,
Isn't that a gentleman's sweep?
Any capacity it came. I mean, you win 4 games straight.
I'm not mad at that, Tom. All I'm saying to his question, I'm not really about to argue that. You won 4 games, fuck it, it's a sweep. It is
Straight.
what it is, straight. If they just wiped off 4 straight, after you got that first game, nigga, they swept your ass. Right? That's it. Like that. All right. A gentleman's is that you was able to break up the monotony.
Yeah.
Is that
you was able to stop that,
you was able to
that
stop
run.
the
you know?
bleed after the 3rd joint and be like,
A gentleman's
all
sweep.
right.
It's just a fancy way of saying they caught a slip in one game. That's really all it is. That's all it is.
I mean, I will gracefully bow out.
It's
with
a way
that.
of saying, yeah. We kind of, we got a little.
Leave your
sloppy one
comments,
game.
man. You let us know what you think, man. It's a quality conversation, man. And with that, man, if you didn't know, we're back in the Sharif kitchen, man. Always a pleasure to be here, you know what I'm saying? And we get tired of fucking Stoff and his flip-flops and shit when we shooting these joints. You're too fucking comfortable.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, but it's all good. He's home. Why shouldn't he be? People, we are literally 1 episode away from 100. This is 98. We'll be doing 99 next week. And then we're into a Beano Brown, man. So we want to show our appreciation for all you guys. And hopefully you'll be tuned in for that. We got some fun shit coming for you for that. 6 years, gents, and 98. And see, we want to let people understand is that when you're doing this from the muscle, you're not getting funded by networks and other people. He works. I was working. You know what I'm saying? He works. Shit crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Tom worked.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
a father. I'm a father. Tom's a father. You know what I'm saying? We all got real life shit going on. So we're not able to shoot this joint every day like we do. But we've made the best out of this hustle and love for the last 6 years, and we're going to do it for another 6, Lord willing. All right? So just to let y'all know, hopefully in this next 6, we'll be paid how we need to be. That's the goal. But in that, know that what you got right here is solid as shit. You know what I'm saying? Every week we come in here and do what the fuck we got to do for y'all because we love it. All right. So, Sleeves the Hustler, as always. You know what I'm saying? Good brother, Stop, the militant one, a.k.a. Brother Byron.
AKA Gentleman Sweep Sharif.
You know what I'm
Something
saying?
sweet Sharif.
That'll be maybe what he wants to throw in after 100. That's cool.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it rhymed, but
I'm not mad at that. I'm not saying it, but he can. You know what I'm saying? He can throw that shit
yeah,
in
I'm
there.
not co-signing that either.
Exactly. Dread on the lens talking this shit. You know what I'm
You're-
saying? Maybe for the 100th episode, he actually come in front of the camera. We
I like
might
it back
think
here,
about
though,
it.
for
What you
real.
think? We'll
Pause.
talk about that shit.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that. I
You know
don't
what
know
I'm
about
saying?
that.
Forgot.
Put
Keep
this
his
shit
ass over
together.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
In the back.
Who put this shit
But-
together?
All jokes aside, man, it's the Boss podcast, that is, man. Sharif Kitchen to hot ass Philadelphia. We everywhere. Episode 98. Holla at y'all, man.